Good evening, everyone. This is the Rutland Selectboard regular meeting. Today is Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. And we have a full board tonight. Sharon Russell, Matt Getty, Marcia, Joe Denardo, and Clerk. So let's get started. Please rise and join to the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have the September 16th minutes in our packet.
To approve with one change.
And why don't you tell us what the change is?
Where it would be, I forgot, I found it earlier, now I can't, the very first line there, number one contractor has been called out for 12 times of the 40 limit. I think limit should be changed to guarantee or something, because it sounds like after 40, they're not gonna work anymore. And that's gonna be sometime in January.
What page is that?
Very, front page right on Dave's, very first.
Okay,
number
there
one.
it is.
Yeah,
Something
something that
of
just
the 40.
guaranteed
Budgeted call outs.
or whatever, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Either something, just something that makes, if somebody else read these, they wouldn't think, well.
Okay.
That was it.
So with that, the motion's been made. Is there a second? Any other changes, additions, deletions? If not, all in favor of approving the minutes as printed with that line correction, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. No, anyone opposed? Motion is 5-0, no abstentions. And then your vote. Approval of orders. I did have a question on. Kari had flagged something that was a charge against the sewer
Yeah,
account.
and I gave,
I'm gonna take care of it.
yeah. So part of that's the sewer project and part of it's some repairs for one of the trucks.
Oh, okay. So we need to pull them apart and, okay, so don't sign that one, folks, right?
Well, it's
Because some of it's a charge against, all of it's charged against sewer and some of it should not be. Is that what Kari
No,
was
so
like?
I came in Monday morning and applied and ready to do all the stuff and I put the wrong code on it. So I put it under engineering services and it should have come out of sewer units. And I don't know the code off the top of my head, so
Okay, did you recode it? So
I didn't, because I don't know the number. So
all right, so what do you want to do with that one? Because we're on orders right now.
just approve it with a proper code when they, it's,
yeah, just changing the code. I'll have it done by 3 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay. So let's do the other two first, our payroll and our regular bill pay. So is there a motion to approve those orders?
so
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion on those two orders? If not, all in favor of approving, please say aye. Aye, motion carries 5-0. The other is the sewer accountant charge against, which needs some editing, but is there a motion for that?
make motion that we approve it with, after Dave, applies the proper numbers.
Okay. So a motion's been made to approve that other bill that Kari has flagged. After Dave puts the correct coding numbers in it. Motion seconded. Any discussion of that? Okay, is Kari on? No, Bill, could you just remember to let her know that we approved it subject to?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All in favor of the motion of approving that charge, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Are there any board member announcements? Updates from the Selectboard Chair. Nothing out of the ordinary except Happy New Year, everybody. got a day and a half to go, but happy New Year. Are there any questions from the floor or public comments? Usual suspects in the room, no one's got a hand raised, and they're all on the agenda anyway. Anyone? No, okay, moving right along. Hey, Dumas, town police chief. Good evening.
Good evening. I don't really have any. So.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, you haven't done the five every time, you know. If you're down that, we're down there at night, they're doing one test in the morning. That's how it works.
I like it. They're actually getting out of bed.
There's a couple that just make it a point to be there like 7 o'clock or sort of.
Maybe they're still up from the night before, I guess.
Yes. That's all I have really.
Any questions for our chief? Thank you very much.
Yep.
Mike Rowe, sound rec director.
Keep this rolling.
Well, Jason.
Happy New Year to all of you. I don't have much either. The rink is up and operational. So people that want to skate, I'll be starting on the 13th, which I think is a Friday. So Fridays in January, we're going to do like a 5 to 8 and I'll promote that. We'll turn the lights on and they can skate out in the rink and we can expand to Saturday if we start to get people there. People can skate on the rink, just make sure the ice is skatable. That's all I ask, but it is up, ready to go. I almost did a little tour on it today, but it was a little chilly out, so I like putting on my skates and going. Senior luncheons start on the 13th. That's a grab and go. We have our chefs all set and our menu is being placed on, will be sent out to the group, but it's also, I've created a monthly newsletter for rec and it's in the new monthly newsletter, which will be posted on the website. And then it gets sent home via school in their emails. So everybody, for the most part, has access to what's happening. But Tuesdays are grab and go at 11 o'clock at the fire station, Center Rutland. We might cook there, we might not, but that's where we will distribute starting Tuesday the 13th.
My cooking.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, but no, a year later on, we bumped you back because you decided to skip the meeting. Yep. The first one I think is minestrone, and that is being made by Marcia Chioffi, minestrone bread. So it's a soup, and then we got scalloped potatoes and ham one meal and grinders, and it's listed on the menu that is posted.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday, we're trying a grab and go for the seniors. They can bring one to a friend who they can, if they wanted to, they can sit at the fire station and hang out and chat with people. If they want to play a board game or something, that's fine, but it's not a traditional, we're setting up for any kind of a meal. We're basically either cooking there or they're cooking it at home, bringing it, and then we're packaging it, and then they can come grab and go every Tuesday. So there's 4 or 5 local chefs townspeople that have offered to cook, and the rec will pay for that, and we'll see how that goes. And we're going to run that through January and February. And I'm trying to think
it pays to be old.
Yeah.
Other than that, basketball starts on Saturday, and that'll run us for the next 2 straight months. So games start on Saturday, this Saturday coming up, and the schedule's on the website. So if you want to come check out a game at the school, that'd be great. Support the little ones. They are fun. They are interesting to say the least. So please feel free to come in and do that. Okay.
Any
That's all I got.
questions for our rec director?
Now I see that I'm not on. Part of the agenda is at the bottom, action needed tractor.
Yes. So well,
I'm here.
let's get Dave up here because you guys are in on this
Come on,
together.
Dave.
Come on up.
This is gonna be a first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're next to each other anyway.
Yeah, I know. And Bill's here. So we're on action item, board to discuss funding sources to pay for tractor repair. So this is the tractor, what the engine can be taken out and a new one put in, and we got a deal from John Deere, right? So tell us about it.
Whoever brokered the deal, who brokered the deal?
Bill brokered the deal. John Deere, did you?
Who brokered it? All right, Kurt, so
So, so John
Thank
Deere,
you.
because it was such a low hour machine and talked with Bill when I was on the parking lot, so I was down there. So because it was a low hour machine and it was 2 years out of warranty, he put in a claim with John Deere to see if they would do anything to help cover it. John Deere came back, said they would split the total cost into thirds. We pay a third. United Ag as a company pays a third. John Deere pays a third. So we're gonna be rated around $6,000 to get a new motor with
For our share?
for our share.
Okay.
Good
so
job.
thank you for that.
Yes, that was great.
So that'll be 3 from mine and 3 from Dave's depreciation accounts because we bought it together. Well, before Dave. So I'm just saying, however you want to do that.
And that's the question. How do we want to pay for it? People?
Like broke it, so.
I did not break it.
You had it in the bill.
I did not break it. I was in it when it broke.
didn't have to
Dave
say
told
that.
me to keep driving, and so I did. And then so Dave, theoretically, Dave broke it because he told me to keep going.
I gotta say that highway
Right.
committee is
Just like that.
really tight.
Just like that.
So it sounds to me like the suggestion has been made that 3,000 come out of rec depreciation and 3,000 out of highway depreciation.
What it's not a depreciation or maintenance. But that's not. really-
That's part of the question
That's a
too.
maintenance.
Okay, you don't really have like a repair and maintenance.
No, I don't really know.
Highway has a repair and maintenance. and it's-
Wow.
yeah, pull it out of that for highway.
Whatever you,
I mean, we take it out of there and just, I think Dave uses it. Probably, you guys probably use it as much as anybody anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's all taxpayer dollars in the.
right. It's same thing, it's different pocket.
Yeah.
Right,
But
so
if
what's your motion, Joe?
We use it for plowing in the sidewalks in the winter.
Yeah.
We use it for, post holes and all kinds of different stuff, and we use it.
It has a post hole digger on it?
we have a lot of attachments for it.
That would be a motion that we pay for it out of the
Yeah.
highway
You
maintenance.
need post holes.
Yep.
As long as they're in the town right away.
Okay, 6,000. I could make it happen.
So Mike,
I'm kidding.
Wait a minute, let me
Totally
get your
kidding.
motion.
we
Joe
haven't got
moves
the-
that we do
no, we don't.
6,000 as our share out of the highway depreciation fund.
Maintenance.
Highway
Yeah,
maintenance,
that's not a depreciation.
all 6.
Kurt, thank you for doing that.
Okay, is there a
No
second?
problem.
Kurt did.
Yeah, I second.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
discussion.
down shoveling the sidewalks by hand now, so we gotta get this going.
I have no problem. I think actually the thing was already ordered, right? Yeah, so,
I don't know that we did, cause,
We stopped it because we weren't sure what we were gonna do with it.
right, that was a little glitch, cause this came right after the meeting and we didn't really. I talked to Dave, I told him what was going on, but we hadn't really
okay.
done this, so. we
Well,
don't know.
so, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna
Yes.
agree to pay our
Agree to
share of
second thing after that
6,000.
tomorrow. Order tomorrow.
Motion has been seconded. Is there further discussion? All in favor of paying 6,000 for the new engine for the shared machine, please say aye.
All right,
Aye.
thank you, Kurt.
And Bill, make sure that that is from the highway maintenance fund, please. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just gotta get
Okay.
it going.
Motion carries. We're done
I
with
think
that one.
that was the only glitch when we found out that it was like after the board meeting that we lost a couple of weeks in getting this moving, but hopefully. If they won't order it, I don't think without her.
Well, okay.
So
Anything
I'm good.
else for rec?
Anything for me?
Thank you for the Tuesday luncheon. That sounds like, I hope it works. It sounds like a good thing.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't hurt by,
Yeah.
we'll give them something to, at least we'll have people coming in and provide them one meal a week and then see how it goes and
Okay,
expand on it. All right, thank you.
thank you.
Look at that, you didn't
All
have to-
right, Dave Sears, Town Road Commissioner.
All right, big winter for the last few weeks is snow. You probably didn't know that, I know. So we are at 19 call outs for our contractors.
7 in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Keeping track.
Of that 19, we've got 8 mailboxes, just as a fun fact.
Not bad.
And I ran these numbers today and I thought it was kind of funny, so I wrote them down and then just So the dates that we went out in December,
In the past or this year?
this year, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 8th, 10th, 11th, 14th, 19th, 20th, 23rd, 24th, 29th, and 30th. That's just this month.
That's,
So we're halfway through the call.
Halfway through the
outs,
call outs.
And we're almost a third of the way through the
Wait, done with December, yeah. And they're talking tomorrow night, so depending on when that hits.
Yeah.
we-
And that's,
That might be the first one in January.
they're out early, 'cause I've been up and at 4s, their one call out was like 4 in the morning, at least it was.
well,
That's kind of our,
yeah, I was gonna say,
Normal start
I
time.
went down and put wood in my fire in the shop Sunday night at midnight, and the roads were, I skated from the trailer to the milk house. So, being good old me, I figured, well, I'll wake Chris up. So I sended Chris a text and said, the roads are like glass, just letting somebody know, and, you know, so it's out there. He texted me back at 12:30. He said, we're loading the trucks.
No, okay.
yeah,
So-
it's been a ride.
So they started at 12:30 yesterday, we had Sunday night,
Sunday night.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
And,
So,
No, it's miserable crap.
That was ugly.
and we didn't lose
well,
power.
thank you for.
Yeah, that
please
was a good
pass
job.
The
Well
word
done.
along to our crew and our
Well,
contractors.
Well.
They held their own against the storms.
they did. I'm proud of them. They did.
Yeah.
They did well. It was round and round and round and not a lot of time out of a truck. You get out long enough to stretch your legs and get the knots out and you jump right back in the seat and go. It's
Yeah.
because you can't stop with that stuff. We were
Did,
behind, we were behind and stayed that way.
Yeah.
You can't-
and you started when it started.
And we started when it started.
Yeah. So.
But the road temperature, we got some road sensors in some of the trucks and the road temperature was 16 degrees. And it was 23 and raining.
Yeah.
23 and raining still boggles my mind. I don't know how that happens, but 16-degree road temperature, and rain.
And you
you're
hear
done,
right
you're
to it.
You're making ice.
You're just-
It's-
Yeah, you're just chasing at that point. This was a kind of a weird thing. 2 weeks in a row, we had a power line come down on quarter line that did not trip and laid there in the road and burned. It's kind of fun to watch, but it's a little disconcerting also.
Did you talk to GMP?
They were there. They said, yeah, this is kind of weird. We probably gonna have to look at these breakers and see, maybe we do something different with them. You think? When we got there, I don't know, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday last week, and there was 6-foot flames in the road. Yeah.
Watch it till they shut it off.
That was a criminal time. Yeah.
Chris, you guys go too?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was there.
Yeah.
Did a neighbor call it in or?
The neighbor called me and said, yeah, there's a wire down in the road and there's a flame and a tree. And I'm like, so did you call like the fire department or GMP? No, I called you. I'm like,
It's your road.
oh, okay. All right. We'll take it from here, I guess.
Is there any damage to the road?
Yes. Not terrible. I won't know until spring now.
Yeah.
But, the first one actually burned down into the road. Like, yeah, melted. It turned it back into, like you could smell asphalt, like the plant was running. It was really weird. So I kicked a bunch of snow on it because I'm like, what do you want me to do with it? And it turned to steam. That steamed for a long time.
I just wonder if we should do something to, I know Green Mountain's aware of it, but have something on record if we send them a
Yes, please.
letter about the concerns about road damage and two occurrences in the same
Mhm.
place. I don't know if you want it from highway or from town or how would you like to. But I think we should make them aware that we're aware and we might ask them to fix this, because it's also dangerous
Yeah.
to everybody
that's
out
the-
there if those breakers aren't tripping.
That's who Mike knows. That's who Mike knows. I
Okay,
don't know if Carlson knows. And
all right.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, he was there.
Official though, just
Yeah, just,
so they know we're watching them.
okay.
Cause when we send them a bill for repaving that section, oh, they may say, what? You don't know.
Ditching too. Let's see if we can get some ditches.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
All right, and I have just one last thing. This is, I'm not sure I would call it a fun fact, but it's, so we went down 2 Fridays ago, down to the car wash, just to see if any other debris ended up in the manhole. with the strainer in there, and much to our surprise, there was no strainer in there. Yeah,
We talked about it at the last board meeting and it was there.
it was there. I
Yeah.
had pictures of it. So, I called A1 and asked them if there was any chance that they did some maintenance down there, and they pulled it out and they swear they didn't have anything to do with it. So the thing vaporized somehow. It didn't, if it came out of the invert, which it wasn't going to, because we kicked it in with our foot to make it jam it in there, then it somehow magically evaporated out of the manhole through cover. Not a thing. So I have no idea where it went.
Somebody had to have taken it out.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but nobody's saying, yeah, me. So
Why wouldn't somebody do that?
So their bottles and cans
Well,
don't get
I mean,
caught in manholes.
That's the
what-
obvious
yes.
one, but
yeah,
I wonder if it was plugged in the car wash called somebody.
well, I don't know who they would have called. I mean, I called A1 and said, this is what we just opened this thing up and this is not there. And they're like, yeah, we haven't even been down there. We don't know anything about it. So,
so who's gonna do the follow-up? Cause we can't keep doing this.
We sent them a letter that
Yes,
said your stuff's going down there, and they did call, and I sent them to your number. I don't know if they called you or not. Okay, so we'll call them back and get them on the phone. But they didn't understand why stuff was making it down there either. I'm like, well, that's the whole problem. It's only coming
The only
from
ones
you.
on
So we've given them 30 days. So we'll follow up to make sure they're on track to identify and fix the problem within 30 days. So
So do we wanna put it on our screen?
I'm gonna order another one if I can get 5 minutes where it's not snowing or freezing rain or something like that. I'm gonna order another one and put another one in there because, again, they're the only ones on it. If it's,
You can lock up the manhole.
I mean, the manhole cover.
had to change the whole cover, frame and cover to a locking one, which is not a thing this time of year.
We go down and weld it. Oh, that's it.
You can do that.
4 beads on it.
That's gonna be a bit of a problem getting it off to check it, but
Yeah. Bring the grinder up.
Yeah. Well, cordless grinder, cut the beads out.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure some straggler homeless dude didn't climb down and
But
steal.
so, but even, what are the chances that
What a bet.
somebody at the car wash, like, pop that cover off? Like, how? It doesn't just come off. You know, you gotta have a hook and a shovel and whatever to do it.
And it's how far down? 10 feet, 8 feet?
Probably 6
Six.
to the,
Well, that's
and
one
to
of
the invert.
That's one of the shallow ones, though.
Yeah,
It's on the beginning of the.
that's at the beginning of the head, yeah. So anyway,
Maybe in the follow-up, Dave, you can find out if they had somebody come and do something. Maybe they did. And they said, oh, this is the reason they're in here. It's because their screen's in the way. And they yanked the screen in.
And maybe they hired somebody other than A1.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know who else is around here, but I mean, they could get anybody. That's when they come from
They have a place on the whole.
Manchester or something, I don't know.
so who's responsible for checking it periodically? Is it A1 or is it, I mean, is it the town or is it?
It's our manhole.
Okay,
And we've done away with all the agreements we had.
yes, we have,
So
yeah,
we're on it alone now. I don't know. Denny's goes in there, but it's further up.
That's to the north.
And so we had that agreement about the grease and
Oh,
they
I
were gonna
remember
share it
that,
and all
very
that stuff.
much
Now,
so.
I don't know if
And
Denny's
we
is
did
being
this as-
monitored because we don't know if the grease is going down, what they're doing with that and whether the grease traps are, because we never
I'm
Change.
trying to figure out.
When we,
Of getting somebody's attention on this because otherwise, who was it? Was Nicole Kesselring the engineer for that project?
No, that was, Robert Clark.
Robert Clark?
for what project? The sewer
Well,
relay?
no, the car wash,
Oh, who did the
the
actual car wash?
250, the 250 engineering.
He got somebody from up north.
That is somebody, yeah, I think I tried to get a hold of him way back when this all kind of first started, and it was some law firm up in
well, we need to be
Someplace
monitoring
up-
whether Denny's is
Williston, Burlington.
what they were supposed to do under that agreement. the grease traps and stuff, and I don't.
Yeah, but this is the more immediate problem. I'd like to get somebody's attention because, I mean, taking the screen out is pretty deliberate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way it would go down the pipe.
Can't go down the pipe.
Yeah.
It's flared.
Okay.
It goes, it's got these fingers that stick down and they go down into the opening of the pipe. And like I said, we had to kick it in there.
Yeah, KAS.
Out of.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yeah, all right, that's not gonna be helpful. Anyway, you can make noises that maybe we should be checking our their Act 250 permit, because that kind of bothers me, that this is how they're maintaining their property, so.
So when that comes into so that goes down to a manhole is that where the manhole where, Denny's comes into where they meet? That line comes down and.
That line comes from the entrance to the car wash, comes down to the corner of Diamond Run.
Yeah.
Turns the corner, goes over through a manhole to another manhole, through where this all comes together and down further to the north than where it was.
Right.
And then that all kind of comes together and goes across the road.
So
So it picks up days in.
If you put that screen farther down the line, it'll still be their connection, only their connection, but it wouldn't be right in front of their driveway anymore.
Run the risk of the pipe getting plugged between the two manholes. What size, we don't know, was that a 10 between the manholes?
No, it's a 6.
Six.
From their driveway down to the one on the corner of Diamond is 6.
6.
And I think it turns 6, and then I think at that next manhole it goes up to 10. Because that's where they took off, that manhole is off the sidewalk, kind of in the trees there. That went at an angle and they took that out and straightened it, got rid of that.
So there's two
piece down there.
manholes that are
Yeah,
just the car wash stuff,
yes.
so. I mean, it's not gonna just disappear. Somebody had to take it.
Somebody took it out. There's no question about that.
How much what does one of those things cost?
I don't remember what I paid for it.
Okay,
I'm gonna order another one so I can let you know.
okay, no, you should.
And,
I wonder if they just hired somebody else to come down there and clean it out that doesn't know the memo and
Yeah.
they just hold it. And
I don't know why they would go in the manhole. If they're going there to clean their tanks and clean their system, which they've had A1 do in the past. And they were scheduled to do it at some point, but I can't find what that point is, but A1's been doing their maintenance. Why they didn't like their price and they shopped it around. They got somebody else to come in from like Manchester, Burlington or something maybe.
I wouldn't be, because they haven't been car wash in Williston, so I wouldn't be
Because-
surprised if they contacted somebody else out there.
The pictures that we had up here were all the cans and the bottles and everything that we took out of there, and we left that stuff right there by the guardrail. And it could have been wind blown or whatever, but that stuff was all scattered all over the place, so. We left the pile there,
Yeah.
and so I don't know if they saw that and went, oh, wait, well, something's plugging up I don't know. I mean, who knows?
that's
It's all
why they look
speculation.
down there, see the screen and there, oh, that's why this stuff's.
That's
not
why that
going
stuff's-
down the pipes, we'll take it out.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's gotta stop.
Yeah.
And town attorney, we could also call town attorney if we needed to.
Is that you?
You're an attorney
I am.
and you work for the town.
Town attorney.
Done. You're there.
I tried this years ago.
Oh.
See, there's this,
Yeah.
Matt will tell you, we sit through the
Here's another one.
legal
There's two of 'em.
ethics lectures on when you sit on a board, what you can't do
Yeah, it's
legally for the, sorry,
All right. Well,
I'm not, but.
we're the shop.
Do you wanna go over these two things?
Yes,
1 and 2
please.
with Dave,
So,
and then we can send him home.
we have
Uh,
your packet. First of all, we have the contractor's application for payment, Casella Construction, Otter Creek Engineering. And it looks like this is Robert Clark is recommending that we make a payment of $258,869. Looks like either and 18 cents. And that is right. Balance. Oh, there is a retainage apparently.
He'll be back in the spring to finish it.
Okay.
And the highlighted note says it looks like it might come in under budget, which is $170,000, so it's, we can move that.
Not a bad nut.
All right, have you had a chance, are you satisfied with what they have done so far?
I am,
And should we pay it?
I would recommend it.
We have to sign someone.
Yeah, you have to authorize somebody to sign.
So I make a motion, we authorize Mary to pay this. Sign on behalf of the, not pay. Sign on behalf of the town for the payment, this payment to Casella for the South End Sewer Project.
All right, motion.
You get the drift of what I'm trying to tell you.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve payment out of the sewer fund.
Yes.
For this installment, there is retainage still being held. And any further discussion? If not, all in favor, you got me rounded. Nice work. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye, motion carries 5-0.
And then the other.
Okay, and then the other one is, number 2, a change in contract price. Actually, it was a change order with no change in the contract price, but it was a change in contract dates and times. And it allows the contractor to resume work in order to complete the punch list items in the spring of 2026, as Joe just mentioned. So is there a motion to approve this change order?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Who would you like to sign on? Now, Otter Creek Engineering hasn't approved this. Or at least he hasn't signed to approve it.
Yeah.
Have you talked with Robert Clark about this?
Yeah. We spoke, yeah. So they're holding back $16,000 just because the day that they paved it was snowing. We're running out of time. So, there's a concern that the paving might not be so pretty come spring, so they just held back some money so that
Okay.
if we have to repave, there's some money to do that with.
And Bob's okay with the changing the dates
Yes.
and everything? Okay. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor of approving the change order with respect to dates, please say aye. Aye, motion carries 5-0. Oh, who would you like to sign this? Since it doesn't involve money, I would be willing to.
Okay.
Motion's been made,
Yeah.
seconded. All in favor of having me sign, please say aye. Motion carries 5-0.
It says owner. That first one.
Cross out the owner part.
Didn't know you owned a sewer line. Crossroads seven.
Oh, but I do.
Yeah.
That takes care of that. Or is there anything else that?
Do we need
needs
to
be-
The second one on the culvert, is there anything action that we need to do?
Um,
Have you approved the contract?
Stratton Road culvert.
Yeah.
Okay, this is as I understand it, the idea is to buy the culvert itself.
Yeah.
And stockpile it. The culvert procurement is $3,500 lump sum. Oh, but wait a minute, what's the rest of it here? And this has been approved by Robert Clark. Highway, have you folks looked into it?
This is,
I know you've talked about it.
this is Robert's contract
Yeah,
for the engineering phase.
Oh,
so that culvert's gonna be a lot more than $3,500.
Yes.
yeah,
Unfortunately, basically, he's just been kind of working on a kind of like, go ahead and do this. He's like, okay, we'll do it. I didn't really have a
okay.
contract.
So this is a $54,000 contract for the engineering for the Stratton Road culvert. If I'm reading that correctly, the Highway Public Works Committee is recommending it.
Mhm.
Okay. And is there a motion?
Guess I'd move to approve and authorize Bill to sign by the look of it.
Yeah.
Good name on that one.
Okay, 54,000.
It's a lot less than the other one.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, there's discussion? If not, all in favor of approving this contract for engineering, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's five zero. So I'll put this in
Perfect. Green folder.
the green folder. All right, does that take care of anything else that we need to? Spent a little money here. Just pointing that out, yeah.
Well, we spent the sewer money.
We didn't read the highlighted part of Robert's email about the.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
we
a part for the viewers, our viewing audience. In general, this is the South End Sewer Project. In general, we estimate the project will finish approximately $170,000 under the approved budget. Yay. Thank you, everybody. Good work. Yes.
They didn't run into too many obstacles. This is a good.
Yeah.
Well done.
You won't let me sign that one. No. Okay.
You don't get to keep what we say.
But it stays in the sewer account, which is good.
Oh.
Okay, anything further for our,
Is that over gonna do anything to our dry hydrant that we have?
But improve it. Or could make it better. It's gonna pump water like we've never seen.
Robert Clark said specifically they were going to make sure that it was going to be maintained and improved
Yeah,
as part of the
Yeah.
project, so.
it's on the prints, I think, actually.
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
good.
It's amazing what you can accomplish when you ask questions and do stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
Anything else?
better pool built there.
Make it a little smaller, like something bigger, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, but the volume of water coming across won't change. Cause I don't know why they build it. I guess they build the culverts that big just to assume that a lot of water is gonna go through there once every 100 years.
stream bank full with.
Right.
It probably has something to do with the amount of water in the dam.
Yeah.
In the pond. So if it ever let go, it could handle it without taking out the.
Cause
road.
that culvert that's in there is 6, 7 feet in diameter, but
It's
8.
like a 9-foot
Yeah,
culvert.
I've been in there. When we put that in, we sandbagged that and stopped the water flow and pumped the water around with portable pumps. We had to drive home.
Engineered to take whatever comes through the
Yeah.
dam, let's go.
Well, happy New Year's, guys.
Thank you, you too. It's what's 3 and 4? Wait a minute, you may not be done. There is a certificate of substantial completion.
Oh,
This all relates to the South End Sewer Project. Have you folks seen this? Was that part of your plan?
yeah, I think it's in
It was
the.
all part of that number
It was
one.
all part of, yeah, the one
Yeah.
we finished.
Okay.
Those are the individual signature pages.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I guess I just keep signing. Right.
It's all part of that same number one in the packet. It's all those documents.
All right. Sign here.
All the fine print at the end of the project that said, yep, we agree you did most of the work. We'll pay you what you asked for. We'll come back in the spring and finish it up. Perfect.
Oh, but Bill gets to do page number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got it. Okay,
Yep. Right, Dave.
okay, you're good, thank you. Before you spend more money, you can leave. All right, Chris Clark, our fire chief. Good evening. Good evening.
Let's see. Let's see here. The generator that we talked about 2 weeks ago. We're not gonna pour concrete. I've got the Stafford welding class making me a stand. It's gonna be up 12 inches, so it'll be a lot cheaper and quicker.
Excellent, thank you.
And like I said, JJ's been down there. I just got a call. I think we use Irving now, correct?
Yeah.
I'll call them to just undo the gas, so we'll have it done quick. I was gonna ask Dave tonight, but I forgot to lift it up and We've been to the Cortina Inn quite a few times. We're kind of starting to go back down there again. They don't like to use the heat, apparently. So the sprinkler's been breaking. Now the roof is leaking. Matt Jacobowski came down there the other day. He works for the state, just to walk through. So same old story, but seems to be starting over.
I think, when I was down there, the insurance guy looked at the roof and said it was gonna last 3 years. Then about 2 years.
Yeah.
I heard the alarm I said, oh, must be, it's raining. I leak on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the call go out.
And they just had it done. You know, they hire people from wherever. They just had it replaced, so they don't.
It's across the border, so.
Yeah.
Undocumented.
It's surprising though,
With the state inspector,
if Matt's there, you would think they would start just putting their foot down at some point.
or pulling their permit, because they still have to have a permit to run a hotel. Hotel, whatever.
Fine 'em. Can you find them?
Can we?
Yeah. Under,
Oh, we're back to
ordinance.
the health officer thing.
Is there anybody actually staying there?
There was
Yeah.
a few.
They like, yeah, they had 30 something rooms occupied.
Phew. Have they cleaned the place up at all?
They have. I'd say they painted, but if you know the big room where they used to have weddings and
Yeah.
like my prom was there back in the day,
Yeah.
it is packed. Like there's a pathway to the sprinkler room. It is packed.
With,
With,
Old beds, you name it, it's in there.
where we used to have the Christmas party.
Yeah.
Banquet rooms.
Banquet room.
Yeah. And it's,
Geez, that's gotta violate some code.
you would think so. And the pool it's empty, but it's just it's a hole. You know, I don't know if they let people out there, but there's no rope around it or anything. Someone could just fall in and
More water than water.
Gotta do something.
well, let's ask our health officer
Okay.
if he will inspect. Bill, could you ask JP if he would be willing to do
We
that?
gotta do something.
And if he needs to pass it on,
Yeah.
as before, he can do that, but
It just bothers me that Matt was there. You would think there's enough wrong with that building that it's not safe for the general public.
yeah.
You would think
You would
sprinklers
think.
don't work, stuff is freezing. Oh,
Yeah, because they use Mont Life Safety now, which is in Williston. So when it breaks, they have to come all the way down here, which takes 2 hours at least. And the night we went there, it was freezing out. I can't remember what day it was. It's before Christmas, but
pick any night, they're all pretty cool.
the guy he wasn't even in Williston. They had to call another guy from West Leb to come. So, but we make them do the fire watch and all that good stuff, but still,
have
you
you,
never know if it gets fixed unless you physically drive back down there.
Right.
do you have a list of the times you've been called there?
We do. We keep track of all
Okay,
of
would you
those.
get that to Bill, and so Bill can
Yep.
give that to,
Mike hired out for the,
very good.
we take care of those things. Yes.
Okay, yes, please. All right,
Because this is just catastrophe right now.
Mhm.
yeah, again,
There were no bodies the last time. You guys, none of us, none of them.
Right.
You don't need.
there were, but from other causes.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, when we went down with the boat, and we had fire in there, that could have been a lot worse than it was. It's training that saved those guys from getting hurt and being a problem, but it seems like the state just keeps shrugging it off, and it don't seem to be worried about it at all.
They didn't even fix the wall. They fixed the wall yet?
They put an angle bracket on it.
Nice.
So it's just drilled into the
The
cement.
wall, when the boiler exploded,
Yeah.
it blew the wall off the foundation.
Oh,
And the last time when we were on our tour down there, I
still
still
there.
blown out.
And, yeah, see, so that building is structurally compromised, they couldn't still allow them to have people in. And we went 2-3 years with all the homeless people. And now we're back to putting unsuspecting travelers in there. That's too bad. And that's a blight on the town. That
Oh, it
reflects
is.
on the town.
It is.
So now you guys.
So, well, we'll start
you know, the
Shaking up.
heads up and whatever.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah. You're on the second floor, be careful the roof don't collapse.
Yeah, cause it's been leaking for
Years.
Years.
Yeah.
years and years and years.
All right.
You have anything else? What else you got?
I don't like to say this, but December 28 calls. Don't say anything, Mary. And it's almost over, but we've had 204 calls so far this year, which is up about 20 so far from last year. So, knock on wood, it's almost over. That's all I got for you.
You guys go skating yesterday morning? How many times you go skating?
We went twice, but no car accidents, believe it or not. We went to the old John Deere place, which is, I can't remember what they call it.
Bridge house.
Bridge housing, because the smoke alarm was going off, and whichever apartment it came from, they didn't like to hear it, so they took it and threw it out in the snowbank at the flower store.
Yep.
And we went to Holiday Inn or Cortina Inn. That was it.
Okay, well, that's good.
Right, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, is Larry on? Yes. Evening, Larry, would you like to visit with us? Thinking on it. Yeah, we'll see. Let me try this. So I think we should just cut the whole transfer station budget. And maybe increase either that or increase the per bag cost to like $6 a bag. That's what I think we should do. Larry, are you there?
It's up early this morning.
All right, so let's go to Marcia.
No, Marcia.
No, Marcia. And Kari Clerk, town clerk and treasurer.
I'm here.
We're not cutting your budget.
That was pretty funny. Let's see, just a couple things. I want to remind people that are listening that taxes are due on the 10th of January, which falls on a Saturday. So we will accept payments as on time on Monday, the 12th. And I did put that in the paper just as that way too. So people will know that. And then this week with the holiday on Thursday, I just want to let people know that you will be seeing your paychecks and direct deposits tomorrow on Wednesday because the banks are closed on Thursday. And Friday, we just thought that would be mean to wait to pay. So there's that. And then with the end of the year coming, you'll be getting your W-2s as usual soon after. And then in our office, the dogs are starting again. I got that all ready to go for when we get back on Friday, the 2nd, because it's from January to April. And just kind of preloading this. There was so.
There you go.
Who is
Okay,
that?
hold on, Larry. We'll get to you in just a minute. Carrie's on.
I just got unmuted.
Okay. Go ahead, Carrie.
What was I saying? Let's see. The dogs.
The dogs, yeah.
So as I was getting rid of the dogs from the 2025 and kind of switching everything over, it was really significant of the amount of people that did not register their dogs. And I know I said it throughout the year before, but holy cow, like the pile of papers that people did not come in and do were significant. So I'm kind of hoping that this is going to turn around here soon. And people will register their dogs as they should. I know it's one of those things, but we all have to do it. And it's just a reminder to anybody listening that has a dog, please register your dog. We know if you have a dog and you don't come in, so, you know, just do it. But that's ready to go for the beginning of the year. And then my January is going to be spent pretty much getting ready for town meeting and doing the town reports that we'll need for the end of January. And then my last thing is just to remind people that articles are due and candidate petitions are due at the end of January. Articles are I believe the 15th and the 26th for candidates. And that's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Kari. Heavy duty work ahead, but thanks in advance and during.
Yeah.
And the reminder about the dog licenses. I mean, we've had a couple of dog bites, and we've been fortunate that the dogs have had their rabies shots, but you know, that's how we track them. And that's a really important safety thing. So please get your dog registered. My dog just waits for the cool new tag every year, and they're very nice, very creative. So
This year's a gold star, so people will want
perfect.
that.
Yes, they will. They will.
But that's all I have, unless you have some questions.
Anything further for our town clerk or treasurer?
No.
Okay.
All
Thanks,
right.
Kari. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, Larry Dell Veneri, let's go back to you.
He's muted.
Oh, there
Here he goes. Okay.
Can you
Do
hear
you
me?
have? We can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. I really don't have much to report tonight. I was just listening to the meeting. I will be getting together with my committee, and then we'll be coming to the board. So I don't have much tonight.
Okay, very good. Your committee is nodding, so we're all good.
No, we're good, dear.
Okay.
Happy New Year to everybody. We'll see you next
Happy
year.
New Year. Okay,
Happy
thanks
New Year's,
very
Jen.
much. Okay, is Mike Delehanty on?
He's not.
Joe Denardo, Public Safety Building Clerk. Do you have anything?
Nope, all good.
All good. Is JP on?
He's not.
Nope. Barbara Pulling, Town Planning Commission.
I'm here.
Hi there. I do want to tell you, the select board, what a very nice application Bill and Barbara put together for a T-Mobile $50,000 community grant. And here it is. For the pocket park, to do the work at the pocket park. So I did ask Bill if he would run off the whole thing for two reasons. One is because I did want to see what a great job he did. And also, this is a great blueprint for the work that does need to be done and some timelines. So if we shouldn't get this grant, we now have the information all pulled together, including 3 letters of support from partners in this. So this is the town's share will be looks like just
This has no match.
this is not a required match.
Right.
If we get it, but we still will have to be doing some of the work, and we would need to call on volunteers. And I think
Yes.
the numbers in this say the town's probably got to kick in about $10,000.
So we had used there was another grant that we had applied for a while ago that we did not get. And we basically took that information and moved the funding information over. And that's how we use those numbers. So we just kind of use it off that and said that will make up the difference.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a one last look at it tomorrow, Bill and I, and 5 planning commission members also contributed to
Good. Excellent.
to the writing of this. So that was a real team effort.
Well, thanks to all of you then for this. I was impressed. And this is my early morning reading. And there's good stuff that you're planning for the place.
Let's hope it.
Yeah, let's hope we we can.
Got a better chance than we had before you guys put it together. So
Absolutely.
here we go.
Well, tomorrow's the deadline to apply, so we're gonna
Good.
just check our everything over. Like, might be one or two little small things we want to edit, and other than that, we're gonna be good to go. So
Okay. So, Barbara, anything else?
As of January 1st, I'm retiring from the Regional Planning Commission. So just FYI. There is some other staff movement going on there. Logan Solomon has left or will be leaving.
Oh,
But I'm assured that we'll get help for the municipal plan
okay.
next year. Yeah.
Good.
So yeah,
All right. So you're going to have like more free time?
I knew that was coming. Yes, I will. I will.
Great. Well, we very much appreciate your work and thank you. Yeah. And
Thanks.
congratulations on your retirement.
Okay.
Any
Yeah.
questions for Barbara or Planning Commission? No. Okay. Thanks again. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. Thanks.
Happy New Year. Okay, Bill,
Hi.
since you moved right up.
I did. I want to give applications, and like Barbara said, there were several planning commission members that took on some whole entire sections and wrote those, which was extremely helpful, and probably is why we're going to get this in on time and be able to apply for it all. So that was a really big help from them.
Nice. Yeah.
The last thing in your packet is a notice we received from FEMA.
Oh,
So we have flood insurance rate maps for the town, which is tied to an ordinance that we have. The mapping has been updated, and the town officials are invited to a meeting, a virtual meeting on Tuesday, January 13th, 9:00 in the morning. So we will host that here for anybody that would like to attend and watch that. Just to go over the changes. It said they've updated engineering analysis on several river reaches in our community. So we do definitely have some that have an issue. So
that'll be here.
we'll do that here.
Good.
Tuesday, January 13th, 9 a.m. And then there is an option to request an in-person work map meeting or a virtual work map meeting or not. So we can decide if we want to request that. We have to tell them if we'd like to do that, we got to tell them pretty soon.
We can't go to their meeting on the 13th and then say we want an in-person
No.
meeting.
The deadline was yesterday, but I'm sure if we tell them tomorrow, we could probably get it in there. But they have January 15th or January 21st. They have 1 hour slot. You pick a 1 hour slot during that time in that timeline. I can't really think of anything that would be, I mean, it's hard without seeing the presentation to know if we want the breakout,
Yeah, really.
but, I'm sorry, that was a different date. I'm sorry, the 29th is a different date. I'm sorry. We can tell, yes, we can tell them that during that meeting on the 13th.
Okay, good.
But if we'd like to do it, we can request it ahead of time. I suppose we could always cancel it if we wanted to, but, one would be the 15th or one would be the 21st, and they have between 9 and 4, and it's a 1 hour time frame in there. If we would like to, I mean, it's a follow-up meeting for other questions and things like that. So the January 13th meeting is definitely more of a presentation and not really a back and forth. The in-person one would be more of a question and answer
Yeah.
session.
I'm kind of a geek about planning stuff and floodplain stuff, so I would be inclined to
Sure,
reserve the slot,
sure.
the follow-up slot, just because I have a feeling we may have questions.
Do you have a preference?
I think it really matters to me. Probably, I don't know, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Whichever.
All right.
I mean,
Well-
it's odd that they're doing, but let's get our request in.
Okay.
I just have a feeling.
I would probably say it would be the 21st.
Yeah.
Just for other projects that are going on. So
I mean, Anybody else wanna,
Be nice to
certainly
know-
it's open
to
to,
see what they're, you can't really do the second part without seeing.
Yeah, so we could make it a highway committee meeting and so that's gonna involve Dave and stuff like this too, if you wanna be part of it, and then we just have it
the
and,
planning commission might want to sit
Yeah.
in on it. too.
yeah. So we can, and I think that can be done virtually. I don't think we need to.
Yep.
So we can certainly do that in here too, and anybody wants to come and watch, they're more than welcome to, so. Okay, so I will work out time sometime probably Wednesday morning of the 21st, and we'll go with that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Monday morning, I'm going to be taking over the small conference room because of our meeting schedule. I can't take over this room to do town report. So I'm going to take over the small conference room and start working on that on Monday. There are some department heads that have already gotten their reports in. Some have not.
Who's are in?
I don't know.
Me too.
So Mike and Dave sent theirs in. But it's a week less this year to get the whole thing done. So that's a lot of time. So yes, I have Andrew's reports. I got those, Monday. So I have all his stuff. So it's just going to be, I'm going to start round robin hounding people to get it. Cause it's got to be, it's a much shorter time frame. Everything's a week ahead this year. So
I remember from our previous conversation, we're having the pre-town meeting on the 20th.
correct.
And they want this stuff on the,
My absolute drop dead deadline is the afternoon of the 22nd.
22nd. Cause I was gonna say, then we're gonna do a meeting on the 21st possibly, so.
Well, yeah, that would be, yeah.
I'm just
Yes,
stressing
but
things.
all anything that requires has to be signed to get published has to be done by that night. So
We need to get our ballot items organized.
ballot items are due the week before. They're due the Friday before.
And we'll
Yeah.
need to warn a select board meeting for that night or after.
Do we?
Because I think we do, because we have to, if there are any changes, we have to approve
Just and that changes in the budget.
changes
Any
in the
budget
budget.
changes,
Yeah,
then we have to
we
do
do
them.
have to,
Sure.
and then approve it to go forward.
Yeah, I'll warn it
Okay.
as I'll warn it as a meeting and
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That'll be nice. That'll be another week where we're meeting
Yep.
2 times in a row.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was everything I had.
So under action items, the disaster recovery process, we put it off because we wanted to get through the budget process. Now we need to still get through you doing that. So is this something that we put off maybe until February?
Well, a little bit, yeah. So I've got some. I have been working on the outline of the questions that are going to go to everybody. One of the things I just did was last week, Deb gave me a list of every vendor we pay. That's part of it. It's 38 pages long. That's what it is. So, some of them are referees, things like that. So that's some of that will get weeded out. But part of this process is going to be sending this out to all the department heads and be like, who do you pay? They need to identify if a vendor works for multiple departments, each department has to identify that. So this is going to be, that's why this is going to be a little bit of this isn't going to be a quick process. So I've got some of the information already, but I've got to get it in a form. I got to get it in a format that's going to be easier for them to use to say yes, or, pick whoever they use, because as part of that process, is that vendor critical to our operations, like Johnson Energy for fuel and Irving for fuel? Those are critical. And things like W. Mason may not be as critical, but are important. And so everything gets classification. So it's getting all the vendors is one thing, all 38 pages. So hundreds of them. And then going to all the departments saying, who do you use? And then sorting that information. So there's a lot to this, and it's going to be,
Is it worth it?
oh yeah, because that's going to be this is putting things on paper too. So it's, part of this is we get paper copies of these. So if there is a disaster and we lose power and internet, we can go to this and say, here's the vendor, here's who uses them, here's what here's the major things that we use them for, here's some contact information for them. So we don't just lose everything. So it's a
process.
It's a process.
Big
Yeah.
process. Right. So thank you for continuing your work
Yeah.
on that. Or to discuss adding questions to residents on the March ballot. The ones that, now this, in my mind, is separate from just, would you like this? It would be,
We'll have a ballot item for the excavator and trailer.
okay,
And I did send, I have made sure Dave knows. So we need all that information. Anything we're gonna put on the ballot should be here the 13th,
okay.
because the deadline is
I think the deadline for ballot items is the
16th.
16th.
Yeah.
But we've got to be able to talk about
Right.
it anyway, so
Right.
we're gonna
So-
want them sooner rather than
Yeah.
later.
They probably should be approved by the 13th.
Right.
Which means we really need to have them by like
Tonight. Tonight.
Yeah. So it's,
I think
Yeah,
on, I know on Dave's, it's the weather has
Yeah.
made it difficult, but
okay,
I don't know, we talked about something else we
we
wanted to
did,
put on the
we
ballot,
talked
but
about, was
there
it,
was a questionnaire for the PD.
well, the questionnaire for the PD is like something we can do and just have at the polls
Okay.
on town meeting day.
Right.
So
So any
I'm not-
questionnaires don't need to be on the ballot.
No, I don't want them on the ballot. I think that's,
Yeah.
it's too confusing. This is stuff that the voters. Was it fire department that we wanted to increase, Chris, by a quarter of a cent?
Yes.
Okay, so,
Need the language for that,
we do have some fairly recent
yeah,
language.
like last year's.
Yeah.
Was last spring we voted on the
Yeah.
highway, right?
Change the amount and the name and that's about it. So
okay. Rec, we did
we did.
last year or 2 years?
I think Rick was 2 years ago. There's a page in your purchasing plan
Yeah,
that has
that's
all
right.
there, but
Okay.
yeah, rec was just done.
We did 2 last year, I thought,
I think it was rec and highway.
rec and
Okay.
highway
Maybe
last year.
we did do.
Yeah.
He's good.
Transportation has theirs, but theirs is pretty good. Theirs is really small. Like but it's good for now.
Okay. So I think it's mostly the
Yeah.
fire department then,
For this
because
year.
we're looking at the cost of fire engines going up.
Yeah.
This is everything. Anybody think of anything else for ballot items that we need the voters? Okay, and, well, I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't approve at least a ballot item for the quarter of a cent for the fire department right now tonight.
And then just do the language.
And then
The
we'll
language would be the same.
The language, yeah.
So I'd make that motion that we approve the quarter-cent increase for the fire department depreciation.
okay, motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? Everybody? Okay, I think the fire committee agrees, right? Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
All right.
Aye. Motion carries 5-0. And are you ready to vote on the excavator and trailer, or do we need?
Well, the
dollar
number,
amount on
we
it?
were talking 147,000. So, I'd like to see the item on there for the machine, but I don't know if Dave has an updated figure on it.
Okay,
Should probably get updated numbers, cause
Yeah.
okay.
especially being this coming year, I bet you there's price changes in January.
Well,
Could be.
probably. So Bill, would you add to so we're gonna have to vote on it on the 13th,
I mean, the wording would be pretty simple. It's, shall the voters approve
not, yeah.
this
I'm
amount.
Well, we have wording like that from when we bought the air packs. That was a single
So
line item, so we can just kind
it
of
won't be, just fill in the number. I'm thinking we're gonna be looking at
not-
somewhere between 155 and 160.
Okay,
I don't know that, because I don't know if the tariffs that we keep hearing about will affect these machines, because they're not made here. So that could,
right. So Bill, if you could add to the meeting agenda for the 13th,
You might-
please, that we do need to vote on and have a number for
sure.
the excavator and trailer,
Cat went down.
request to go on the ballot.
Do you want do you want me to pull those 2 ballot language
If you can
items?
get them, that would be
Sure.
great.
Yeah,
And then
that's
we'll
easy.
have them
That's
in
easy
front
to
of
do.
us,
Yeah.
and we won't have to try and remember to do that as
It's
well.
easy. Yep.
The 20th, so. And could you fill in the 20th with?
Pre-town meeting, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right,
So, Joe, I did talk to, brain cramp,
Yep.
G-Stone, and they said to add 10 to 15% because they're not sure when, but January, February / somewhere. Prices are going up, but he doesn't have any idea how much. So he said if we had it
Okay.
10 or 15%, we would definitely be, we would be below whatever it's gonna be, but just to be safe, he doesn't know what that number is gonna be.
Okay.
So you could, I don't know how you wanted to do it. Take that 147 and add
15 to it would be
11% or something, yeah.
10% is 14,000.
Right.
Which is right, what about, it's about 160, a little more, so. We put 165, that would probably cover us.
Yeah, I
For the
think I
truck.
did 15% and it did come out to like 166 something.
Okay. So they would ask the voters to approve 165,000 for the purchase of an excavator and trailer for the highway.
So you want to do that motion tonight then?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. This is for a ballot item.
Right.
165,000. Any further discussion?
Still like to hold off a year till we get the culvert done on Stratton Road, but
If the voters turn it down, they turn it down, but. I don't,
The
we-
Stratton
I don't know
Road
if they'd have anything
culvert
to do-
would happen.
we also did get 40,000 back on a grant
Mhm.
that hurt us.
I mean, if we put it on the ballot, and voters will either say yes or no. I mean, I don't, if we were making this decision, I might agree with her. But let the voters, and they can,
Unfortunately, we're making the decision because we have voters that are notorious of just checking yes boxes.
I think it's, in the long run, I think it's still a good idea to stop renting a machine and start disowning it. And you have that value. That's my opinion, but okay.
So the discussion is whether to approve a ballot item for $165,000 for the purchase of an excavator and trailer. That's the question.
I'm not sure if we ever finished really digging into the numbers of rental versus purchase.
20-year machine at 20,000 a year is $400,000 and that's if you paid the same amount each year.
That's what we're doing now.
That's what we're doing now. So we have, by the time we buy this machine, we'll have invested another 40,000, which is a quarter of the price in rentals, and still not have a machine. That's how I look at it. I mean, I'm looking at for how I run my businesses. Rentals are good for specific items that you use infrequently, but they use the machine quite a bit. So it'll benefit us. I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money. And the big picture, because this is a 20-year machine.
Expected to last 20 years.
The loader is,
The rentals.
the loader, when we purchased the loader, it was less money, but the town's loader is 20 years plus. So these kind of equipment are designed to last a long time, and the town maintain them. Then it's might be different if we were to sell us where they're running it 40 hours a week. We don't do that. So
Even with the maintenance, you're confident this would save us money.
in the long run, yes, because we're paying the maintenance on the machine we rent usually.
We do?
Well, if you break a machine, usually if we rent it, I don't know what the rental agreement is, but most of the time, if you break it, you fix it.
Because that would be my question, is
Yeah.
this,
And this will be under
Ages.
warranty. We should have a
For
warranty with it. I don't know what G-Stone's warranty is, but it's gonna be 3 to 5 years anyway. I would say 3 years anyway, so it'll be covered. So, you know, the fuel, the wear items, those are on us regardless whether we rent it or buy it. And I just think that running is a good thing. I know we got a couple of different, I know the culvert's a big deal, but I just think I'd like to get started with this now, because we've put it off like 2 years.
we have yet the equipment replacement schedule for the highway department? Because I don't think I've seen it.
There was one.
We started with it, you know, we're figuring the average on
And
the,
we've made police do it, and you've made fire do it.
right,
Yeah, we had something there when we were doing the plow trucks.
for the plow trucks, we came up with like, I think 7 to 8 years return on the trucks.
The other thing to think of is the class machine we buy, only Dave's gonna be able to move it. He's the only one with Class A CDL.
Oh,
which is the way we are right now. Every time
Yeah.
they rent one, Dave has a Class A license, but if one of the other guys that has a CDL upgrades to a Class A, which is hopefully will occur. So, I mean, we're doing that now, so
Yeah. But
there won't be any real big changes.
pending question, ballot item for 165 for excavator and trailer. You ready? All in favor of putting this on the ballot, please say aye. Aye. All opposed?
I'll be opposed on this one.
Okay. So the vote is 4 in favor, 1 against. And that takes care, so we don't need to put anything. We've now approved the 2 ballot items that we know of, the $0.25 for fire department and the excavator.
And we just need the language for
Language for
Viewing.
both.
pleasure.
Yeah. Yes, viewing pleasure. If you could like kind of move that up, because if there's a glitch and we need to go to Kevin, I want to give him enough lead time.
Okay.
I don't think there will be, because it's pretty straightforward, but
So if the,
Are you getting responses from Kevin?
I haven't tried lately.
Okay.
I
So-
did one time, and it was like a month ago, and I said, "Are you okay?" And it was like, "Yeah, sure, why?"
so if Bill comes up with language and emails it to us, is that, we're not violating anything?
Not if he sends us stuff,
I can send
but
you
if
stuff.
we engage in conversation.
Right,
That reply all button is dangerous.
Yeah,
Right.
don't do that.
Yeah. Just read it over so that we can come prepared.
Yeah.
And if the highway committee wants to take a look at the language, or the fire committee for the $0.25, then we should.
Since we've done it, with those we've done so many times, and I don't think the language on the,
We only messed it up once, and that was the police department.
it's because we hadn't done one in a long time. So now we've got,
Exactly.
I can probably get it out since this meeting is gonna end really soon, because we're gonna set a record. The minutes won't take very long tomorrow, so I should really get done. So I have a meeting with Barbara tomorrow. I want to get the meeting minutes done.
Yes, we gotta
That's
get
like,
that.
that should
Is
be,
it, it's a half day tomorrow, or
well,
the grant application?
grant application tomorrow. There are 3 things that I will be getting done tomorrow before I leave.
Yes, please.
And the minutes, I always try to get the next day, the grant application, and then I'll get the language out to you guys. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
There might be something in the Old Town Report from when we bought the loader.
Huh.
it'll be very
Two
similar.
that you got go ways.
What do you want to know?
What's that?
What do you want to know?
Like the language.
Oh, I was gonna go back to when we bought the air packs. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was a special single ballot item.
Yeah, it should be
So,
the same. Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Well, the one thing I think, if the air packs had multiple funding or not. It's not single funding.
Right.
There's, we're not taking
Oh.
money from any other source.
Right.
It's the approval of the taxpayers to buy the machine.
Yeah.
Okay. So that takes care of C. Select board project list, we probably should, maybe we'll take a look at that at the beginning of the new year and see what things are still
On the
surviving.
sidewalk, so hopefully they're doing something.
Huh?
The sidewalk, we got.
I haven't heard from Stephanie for a little while, so
Heard anything.
it was sent back to Stan Tech.
Okay,
So
We'll be getting close to. Landfill.
yeah. All right, committee meeting reports. We stayed home, it was nice. Okay. Is there any other business to come before the board?
Move to adjourn.
Motion's made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye.